Hi and welcome back. If you're interested in learning how to make your own unique housing furnishing items, then stick around because I'm going to show you how. Hello and welcome back. And thank you for letting me into your home again to show you some tricks and some tips that I've learned along the way. Now today, I thought I'd go over some bars. We're going to do this in two phases. I'm going to do the actual bar itself, and then I'll finish up with what you can put behind and around the bar to really give it that unique look. There's so many things you can do, and remember, this is your world. You have the power. You make what makes you happy. So let's get started. Some people like to just use the counters, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever. There's so many different kinds of counters, and you can do this any way you want. Now remember, this is for demonstration purposes, so it might not be lined up perfectly, but that's okay. What you can do is make a small little bar with the counter here. And these come in different colored wood. This is the Red Guard cabinet. They have Imperial, it's a little darker Breton, all the same style. High Elf, very, very similar in style, but a little bit different color. So it depends on what kind of house you're creating and what kind of theme you want. You can always grab the corner piece. It's very simple. You just turn that, put that down where it belongs. Just right about there. Then you can just bring this bar over. You can leave it out here like this if you want. There's so many different things you can do to make the bar. And that's just a simple little bar. And got the spaces behind it. And it's, again, a nice little cozy, simple bar. There are different things you can do, though, to make it a little bit more special and stand out. Remember, you can use anything in this game to make the actual bar. It doesn't have to be counters in the dining section. A lot of times I like to go under doorways. And then I'll just grab something like this Allen or time-worn arch. And this is a beautiful bar. It's got almost a futuristic feel to it. And you can sink that in, and don't worry, it won't come outside your house, so nobody will see it sticking out of your house. And you can sink this down as low as you want. You can put it as high as you want. It's up to you. And then you have a nice little bar that you can put somebody behind, put some glasses on there, a keg, one of those hanging ceiling racks. You could do all kinds of things. Now, another thing you can use along the same lines are the thinner, taller Allen or archways. These are wonderful. And just like this, you could do the same thing with the other archway, but you can make a fantastic little bar that looks good. And we're going to set this down and go into the next phase. And this is just a quick little video to show you what you can do. But the rest is up to you. Whatever you want. Just think about all the things in the game that would make a good little bar. Watch out for those spikes. Those could be tricky. Now, one of the things I like to do behind my bar, I like to put in little refrigerated cabinets. That always seems to be a good thing. It looks pretty neat too. So what I like to do is I'll go in under library, and there's so many shelves that work fantastic with this. You could use that, the Imperial one. You could even use this, but I wouldn't have the books there. I'd look for the empty one. But for today, we're just going to place down just this one little bookshelf and sink it down a little bit. Or you can have it up like this if you want. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. That looks good like that. And then, not as young as I once was, so it's hard to jump over that. So then what I'll do, let me zoom in a little bit. I'll go in under gallery. These make excellent glass doors, but it's the display case. And it looks like it has a nice little front to it too. And that fits in there quite nicely. And it matches well too, the color of the wood. You can put that in there, and then this is where it gets a little tricky. And you might want to think about putting these in before you put the glass case over it. But you can fill this up with all kinds of things. Put in some bottles. Whoops. You put them in however you want. If you have mugs, you can put the mugs in there. Just however you want. The stall bottles sometimes don't want to fit very well. So when you take a step back, you can look and you can see how it looks in there. And you can line this up however you want. If you want the little corners and the bottoms, that's fine. You can just turn it any way you want. And again, this is not lined up perfectly. I'm just giving you some tips and helping you see what you can do with this. Now, once you have that cabinet lined up, this is where the magic happens. You can go in under lighting, and I like to use blue lights. For some reason, I just think blue lights are really, really nice with the glass in there. And I'll have another video going over lighting and how important that is, but you don't really want it to show. And this will serve two purposes, and you'll see what I mean in just a moment. Number one, it lights up the cabinet very well. It also lights around the cabinet. But when you come in at an angle, you have that frosted look. Now, you can see how the glass is on the right here where the cursor is. You can sink that back a little bit just to make it look like that the door just goes up to here. But you can do however you want. But you see that frosted look I was talking about. And that blue light really brings that out. Makes it look like a nice chilled cabinet. Now you're going to want to put other things around here just to make the cabinet, or the bar, look really good. Maybe, oh, I don't know. You can put anything in there. Maybe there's a happy little tree somewhere back here. Maybe you could just put a happy little tree right back here as well. What's nice about this particular item for a bar, it's got little ledges in there and places to put different little items, little mugs, and whatnot. Now, going with the same theme that we had before, maybe you want to put something different. Maybe you want to put some shelves in there. What would go really well with the Eleanor themed, if you go into your menu under structures, what really works well are these limestone, the walls. They have the curved ones, they have the long ones, and they have the short one. I kind of like working with all three, just depending on what you're trying to do. But you can have a shelf there, and another shelf. Maybe it lives right about there. And if you want to get crazy, you can put another one right there. You can have as many or as few as you want. Then, if you really want to get crazy, you can go in and put up some mirrors back here. Or I may just something along these lines. You get the idea. However you want it. Line it up however you want. But this will give you little areas to put different items, different little things. Now, you don't have to stick with one type of furnishing item. You don't have to do all Eleanor if you don't want to. You can mix and match however you want. These are Lalu mirrors, for example. And say you wanted some shelves across those. You could certainly do that. One thing you could possibly do is put in some of these. These little items here. You can put that up top to make that look like a shelf there. However you want. It's your world. You do whatever you want. But now you have some extra shelves in there. And then if you take that light that we had earlier, but you can put any light you want. Me, I like the blue light. That just seems to fit just nicely. You can just stick that right back there. Adjust it any way you want. You see how the further away it goes, the dimmer it gets, closer, obviously brighter. You can set that up any way you want. And just think of the things you can stack on those little shelves. Now, if you really wanted to get crazy, one thing you could do, you could always put a canopy over it. Like I said, if you really want to get crazy, you can do whatever you want. There's so many different canopies here that you can just do whatever you want. Place it however you want. And there you go. You don't want that. Now these are just some tips and tricks that you can use to make your own little area. I'd like to see what you do, and if you do make some items, go ahead and let me know. I would love to see. I'd love to come visit the houses that you decorate, or if you like, you can always post some of the pictures in my Discord channel. The link will be down below. You're more than welcome to join, and we can talk about housing and whatever else you want. And again, this is just a quick little video to show you some ideas of what you can do and hopefully get your creative juices flowing. Thanks again for letting me come into your home and share with you some of the things I like to do. And join in on the joy of housing. Until next time, bye-bye.